In this video, I'll show you how to solve the ALEKS problem called Interconverting Whole Degree Temperatures in Celsius and Kelvins. In this problem, you're going to be given 3 temperature measurements, either in Celsius or Kelvin, and you're just asked to convert them into the other unit. In this problem, I have all my temperatures in Celsius, and I need to convert them into Kelvin. I am going to show you what to do if you're provided with the temperatures in Kelvin and asked to go in the other direction. The equation that you want to use to do a Celsius and Kelvin temperature conversion is the temperature in units of Kelvin is equal to the temperature in degrees Celsius plus 273.15. So that's your conversion factor. And this is a really helpful form when you have the version of the problem like mine, where you're being provided with the temperature in Celsius and you just have to calculate Kelvin. Now, if it's the other way around, meaning that if you're provided the temperature in Kelvin and you're trying to convert that into Celsius, then the equation that you're going to use just comes from this equation. You're just going to subtract 273.15 from both sides of this equation, and that's going to give you Kelvin minus 273.15 is equal to the temperature. I'm actually going to write it in the other direction. Is equal to the temperature in degrees C. So this is the equation that you would use if you need to go in the other direction. And let's just go ahead and pretend like, for this one right here, let's pretend like I've been given the temperature 327 Kelvin and I'm being asked to convert it into Celsius so that we can do one of each. So for this first one, I would just simply take that temperature, which is -60, and I would add 273.15, and that is going to give me 213.15, and that unit is Kelvin. ALEKS does want this rounded to the nearest degree, which means the ones. I don't want anything after the decimal point, although it does still want the decimal point there. So I would enter this as 213 with a decimal point at the end, which feels kind of weird. And I don't think this is a very tricky problem, so I don't think we need to do it again, but let's do this one down here just so that you can see how this one works. If I've been given the temperature in Kelvin, I'm going to go 327 minus 273.15. That's our conversion factor, and that is like way more subtraction than I can do in my head. So let me get my calculator pulled up. 327 minus 273.15. That gives me 53.85 in degrees Celsius. And then don't forget, we need to express it to the nearest degree, which means that's going to be 54 because I'm rounding up. And don't forget that weird decimal point at the end, 54 degrees C.